Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thanks again so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. We're taking a look here at ICP, which just hit our second profit target in both of our trades, as a matter of fact. We take a look here. We got profit target 2 from a trade we took 6 days ago, 27%, 25% from our Saturday short on ICP. We've been making a killing off ICP shorts lately, and I can tell you that this coin is making some money for our community here recently. Future reference, I have a trade alert section on our Discord, and this is what I sent out on Saturday, just so you know. There's a lot of bearish, multiple divergences essentially. Rejection at $10 heavy, right? There's a heavy resistance there. A lot of liquidation at that 930 range, which has already been swept. And that's, if the price does break 10, then we want to consider opening a long and closing the short. So future reference, that's still a thing. $10 is still a key level resistance. Until we pass that threshold though, there's no reason to consider otherwise. And again, future reference, this is a bearish rectangle, just so you know. I posted this play out chart on our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord, but generally speaking, they generally break to the downside because it originated from the upside, okay? That's how those bearish rectangles work. Let's take a look at liquidation here. Let's just go ahead and refresh this here so we got a fresh one. And just kind of quickly understand where we're at here. Got a lot of liquidation down as low as about 860, 865. So if the price continues lower, that's the solid area of consideration for liquidation. We can also see as well that there's a heavy concentration at about 770. Those are some longs there that, surprisingly enough, bemused to me, they haven't taken profits yet. So it's still open, right? If you're in a long for ICP from anywhere between $7 and $8 and you're holding a leveraged trade, you're doing it wrong. You're going to get eaten up on fees. The price is going to come back down. You're going to lose out on a winning trade because you're greedy. Okay, so try not to do that. A lot of people approach me asking how to secure profits correctly, and really work within your risk tolerance, but find a percent that works well for you. Me personally, whenever I take longs, I use 5x leverage longs, right, or shorts, and I generally like to look for 4 to 5% movements. Okay, so again, just depends on where you're at, but the crypto market, if you don't get in and out quickly, you're going to lose a lot, and it's just unfortunate to see. So let's quickly look at the daily time frame, see what's going on here. Big picture too, by the way, we're still decent, in good shape. What I mean by that, we broke our descending trend line. This descending trend line looks funky because on the macro, it doesn't really touch anything there. When you zoom in, it technically does. But the key takeaway here is that we're above the 20-day SMA and the 50-day SMA. At least, sorry, hold on, I take that back. We're above the 50. That's the support level there at about 870. I mentioned considering a long position in the 850 to 870 range because there's a decent amount of support there. However, there's a 20-day SMA that's running, it's ascending right now. It's moving up because the price action moved up recently. That level, we're tentatively below it. So again, let's extend out our little lines here. Not that guy, let's go this guy. And just pay attention. Generally speaking, that's going to be the new resistance level for us, that key support we just had. 940 is the new resistance, okay? So again, daily closure below 940 today, we should see further downside for ICP. It does hinge on Bitcoin and how much further back Bitcoin wants to go, though. Keep that in mind. We opened a short from Bitcoin just a moment ago, as a matter of fact, and unfortunately, this short from Bitcoin canceled because we hit our profit target before we got filled. I was hoping to get in at 68,500, and it just continued lower into that low 67K range. The reason why that's relevant, though, is because if Bitcoin keeps pulling back, just say it pulls back to its 0.618 fib level, which is roughly here at about 66,000, then ICP will absolutely retest its $0.58 range. Okay, so just a heads up on that. MACD's diverging on the daily here for ICP. We are under 50 on the RSI. Stochastic's trying, but hasn't yet. Money flow index is low. We're pulling back. These are all bearish sign, folks. There's, besides the 50-day SMA, there's literally nothing here on the ICP chart that looks great for consideration to take a long. And again, if you're watching this right now and you just took offense to me saying that ICP is going to be pulling back, then I think you've got more problems, and you probably shouldn't be trading. Just to be honest with you, you're probably watching the wrong channel too, because I don't say just try to tell you how it is. I'm not going to try to float your boat, so to speak, or tell you how amazing ICP is, because it's great in its own way, right? Of course, there's fundamentals, obviously, but none of that matters when trading. Bitcoin pulls back and all the other altcoins pull back with it. Again, just some friendly advice. If you're feeling emotional right now, you probably are in the wrong industry, or you just need to adjust your risk tolerance and maybe stop listening to those Tom, Dick, and Harry's online with 20x leverage trades just telling you to take a long on every other corner because they don't know what the hell they're doing. Okay, so 4-hour time frame, we're getting close to 30 on the RSI. Generally, it's going to be a support range. So just know we're getting close here. We may see a pivot. We may see a bounce. If we do bounce, though, my speculation is going to come right back up to this 940. That's going to be the new high. I might even just consider, openly right now, I'm considering a short at 940, just because that's that key level support that we just broke through. Strong chance it's going to be a resistance moving forward. Okay, so just some friendly advice. That's how trading typically works. Previous support turns resistance, vice versa. You continue to utilize that until it changes, and there's going to eventually be a point where the high doesn't become the new low. It becomes a new low in different ways, and there's a lot of I'm sorry, going off the rails there. I apologize. Let's go ahead and finish and wrap this up, okay? Because I know some people say that I get a little wordy, and that's okay, but it's not for everyone, and that's okay. We're also fulfilling our ABC pattern here too as well. Keep that in mind. So once we find our low, we may actually start to pivot here soon. My speculation is 840 to 870 range, where we got that moving average and the previous support range based on volume. There's a good chance that we will see some support at that level. But for right now, it's best to presume 940 will be the new resistance. And we do take a look at the Ichimoku cloud. There's nothing here telling us that you want to take a long position, okay? Now I know you got to fight. You're probably fighting inside right now. I should take a long. I should do it. I should buy the dip. Okay, buying the dip is one thing with a spot bag, but if you're trying to do a 10, 20, 30, 40, 50x leverage long right now because it's a dip, that is absolutely wrong. There's nothing good about that. Okay, very rarely will you find success. Those few times that you do find success are going to ruin you because you think that it's normal. You're going to think that cryptocurrency is all about getting rich quick and that this is just the way that it goes. The truth is, it's not, folks, and it's just one of those situations where you just got to be kind of mindful of everything, okay? At this point, be mindful that the hourly time frame is extremely bearish. There's no reason to take a long position, and that's really the best way to understand it, okay? So that's pretty much all we got. There might be somebody at the door. I probably got to go. So thanks again. I want to say thank you so much to my community members for watching, and again, the awesome continued support for everyone. Deeply appreciate you. We'll look forward to seeing the next one. Have a good day.